Going? Going, babe? Oh, okay. Action. Action. What's up, clients? It's Marv, onerepatative.net. So today is going to be a tutorial for the Roman chair sit-up, but you could also apply this whole setup to one of those like decline sit-ups that you see at the gym, like the decline bench. So in essence, if I tell you to do regular decline sit-ups or the Roman chair is too hard, you're going to follow these same cues. It's the same thing. So you're going to get the same video for either exercise that I give you. Now, if we are going to do Roman chair, we need a bench and then something to anchor your feet by. So because I don't have any fancy foot anchoring stations for this or those special decline benches, I have two heavy-ass dumbbells that I'm going to put my feet in just like that to anchor me. So if your gym doesn't have that or you work out at home, find some way to anchor your feet. I use dumbbells. You could stuff it under the ledge of a machine, or have your partner or friend or whatever hold your legs. But because I'm going to be doing the solo, I'm going to have my feet anchored in these dumbbells. Now, when we're doing a Roman chair, I want our butt to be at the edge of it. And the biggest mistake I see with core exercises in general, and there's any sort of crunch-like movement, is it becomes a hip flexor exercise because my spine is rigid. I'm like a straight lever up and down. So we've talked about it in our hanging leg raise. We need our core's main job, as far as the abdominals that give us the six-pack, are to flex our spine. Flex our spine. So when people do Roman chairs or the decline chairs or sit-ups in general, when they're going straight back, it's a hip flexor exercise. Your hip flexors are actively lengthening and shortening, and your abs are just holding a static contraction. So they're isometrically contracting, but they're not moving. So yeah, that's why you feel the burn, but you're not shortening or lengthening the muscle fibers, so you're not really getting much activation. You're not going to get much growth. So that's why, that was a long story, of why I want you to sit at the edge and be mindful. So what's going to happen is when we start with this or the decline, you have your feet anchored. I want us to go nice and tall. This is the one time I'm going to give you permission to have horrible posture and round the hell out of your low back. Okay? Then you're going to lean back. I want you to picture vertebrae by vertebrae unrolling. Boom. Come back up. Reverse the process. And accentuate and exaggerate that curl in the back. Boom. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Picture me unrolling. Boom. Come up. Really curl over, curl over. So just like even the kneeling crunch video, every core video, for getting the crunch exercise, I need us to be rounding and flexing that back. Breathing, if you want to maximize it, is inhale, unfold, come back up, breathe out. This is the tempo that I want you to do it to. Slow and controlled, no momentum. Now, if you want to add weight, I would first start with straight arms, just because that's going to create a longer lever arm, which essentially is going to increase the resistance. Still, see how I'm curling my back? I'm on really bad posture. Uncurl each vertebrae by vertebrae. Now, you can do a weight plate here, but I don't want us to lose the ability to uncurl and curl, because what I see a lot of problems, people get a weight plate, they get a 45-pounder, well, it's really massive, and they can't really crunch over, so now they get that straight back, right, that straight lever, and it becomes a hip flexor. So if you're doing these correctly, my core is screaming doing these few reps. So really, if you can get 20 reps body weight, slow and controlled, really proper form Roman chairs, you are a beast. So you probably aren't going to need to add a lot of resistance. So let's do that warm-up or working set together. Again, this could be for the decline body weight, crunch, because I'm not going to call it a sit-up, and Roman chairs. So if you're at a Roman chair, okay, I want that butt at the edge. Our feet are anchored somehow. Let's start with our arms crossed. Now go from nice and tall posture to horrible posture. Round that back, really accentuate that. Okay, breath in as we slowly lean back. Unravel those vertebrae, vertebrae, boom, come up, breathe out, curl over, curl over, curl over, bad posture around the back. Go backwards, slowly unroll, go back as far as you can, everybody have a different range, back up, breathe out, curl over, flex those abs. Lean back slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, taking a breath in, up, breath out, curl over, crunch down, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Inhale, unroll, vertebrae by vertebrae, get a good stretch, up, curl over, hunch down, round that back. Inhale as we unravel, going backwards, keep your butt at the edge of the seat, come up, crunch over. Inhale as we unroll, vertebrae by vertebrae. Get a good, nice stretch in the core. Up. Breath out. Crunch over. 2 more. Inhale. Lean back. Unravel, vertebrae by vertebrae. Up. Breathe out. Good. Make sure we come from a rounded back. Unravel. Good stretch. Up. And that's how you do Roman chair sit-ups. 1 rep at a time.
Hey family, super excited to announce we're finally partnering with a local company, Common Good Craft Coffee Roasters. These come up with amazing specialty blends. Whenever you join their subscription service, which you could have delivered anywhere from once a week to once a month, use promo code 1REP in all caps. Your first order is 100% free. This stuff is amazing. I'm actually sipping on some right now, kind of waking up, which is why you hear my voice all sexy like. So check it out today.